Hello and welcome back to my channel. This specific video is now months delayed. I traveled to South Korea and China back in September. So 3 months delayed. I need to start cleaning my suitcases out from behind me. So I finally need to do my haul. Some of this stuff I have already started using, but some of this stuff I have been saving to share with you all. So this is my primarily Seoul shopping haul. However, there is one thing I got in Shanghai that I will also share with you. So first up, it is not a trip to Seoul unless you go to Olive Young. This is like the must-stop space for skincare, hair care, makeup, all of the goodies. And I got quite a bit because Korea, specifically South Korea, is very much so known for their advanced skincare. So the first thing I got is something I had seen online for quite a while and had been debating. And I use this rather frequently, but the Medicube, I think it's Medicube. Their Booster Pro, I think it is. They only had this one in stock. I just wanted a plain black one, but they only had this one in stock at the time I was at the store. I had originally planned to get my hair permed while I was there, and the salon basically told me they wouldn't or they couldn't because my hair would not hold a perm, which is not strictly speaking true. I have had perms in the past and they held just fine. I, however, do not know the technology, so I wasn't going to push that. If they thought it would be a waste of my money, I wasn't going to try. So I took that money instead that I was going to spend on my hair and got this little guy. It has a few different modes. I use at least 2 of them multiple times a week. There is one that I try to use once a week. Yeah, highly recommend. This little box came with a lot of other stuff too. There's a headband that I have not used. I think it has a cleaning cloth that I do use that's in my bathroom. Yeah, so item number 1, probably the biggest spend from a skincare standpoint. The other thing that I'm using regularly already, and I have it out of the box, but is this, I think it's Sungbloom Editor. Yeah, here's what it looks like. It's these little silk peptide serums. It's supposed to be really good for aging skin, and I am in my mid-30s, so I'm trying to take better care of my skin, so I use this once a week-ish. And you can do it in combination with the Booster Pro because it has a mode that helps things absorb into your skin further. So this is one that I use. I really like it. It feels very hydrating to my skin. So thing number 2. Also came with this fun little Pokemon bag. I was hoping for Pikachu, but I got Eevee, which is fine. Eevee's cute. It's like the perfect size for some of my like monthly things that I need that I stick in my work bag. The rest of this we might have to go kind of rapid fire because there's a lot of like really random little things. When I went to a skincare clinic in South Korea in Seoul, they told me I had really dry skin, which I don't know if that's necessarily the case by like Caucasian skin standards or white skin standards. I don't know. I wouldn't normally say my skin is super dehydrated. I tend to use very hydrating products most of the time. But since they said that, I kind of went super in on hydrating items. So I got multiple of these collagen boosting, hydrating eye masks that I have not used. Maybe I'll use one tonight. I will say the skin under my eyes is very thin and very dry compared to the rest of my skin. So I'm usually very aware of that and take as much care of that skin as possible. The other thing was this MetaHeal collagen mask. Yeah, there's a lot in here. This is a heavy box. Have not tried it yet, but it had really good reviews, and it was one of like the featured items in Olive Young. I guess anybody who knows Olive Young better, is that just like a gimmicky way for them to sell those items, or are they actually the good ones? I don't know. More in the way of masks. Again, very focused on anti-aging and apparently hydrating, so I went with these hydrogel masks. PDRN ones. Again, trying to just boost my skin as much as possible. I need to have like a girls' night or a skincare spoiling myself night now that I'm looking through all of this again. Got a couple lifting ones too. I was gonna try this one for my neck, and then this one for my, like, I am very worried where I have seen the most aging so far on my skin, other than my under eyes, which is fairly light, I'd say, is actually my jaw and my jowl area. I feel like this section is drooping a little bit more. Again, this is just a me thing. I'm probably the only person in the world who notices this, but I've been with my face my whole life, so I see a difference, and it's just something I want to be as preventative as possible for. So that's why I got those. Okay, so the next subsection of things are like pimple patches. These are really good for me. I think these are just the Olive Young brand Care Plus. I love these. I also got some deeper ones because I tend to get, I forget what they're called, but I typically, when I get really bad pimples, they don't get heads. They are like the deep underground. I want to say they're called like cystic. So these are kind of cool because they're supposed to like poke in deeper. So yeah, those were those. The other thing I grabbed, I really like the Birch Juice sunscreen, so I got a couple of things of that just every time I'm there. I try to pick up a little bit, especially now that we have tariffs everywhere. It's cheaper for me to get it and just fly it home. If I'm there. It's not cheaper to fly there to get it, but if I'm there, I might as well grab it. They gave me some free things, just I think because I spent so much money. I don't know what these are, but this little thing looks like it's a moisture cream. Ooh, Medicube. I should try this. The pink PDRN one. Do I have multiple of these? Different PDRN. This is apparently the thing right now. I have like 3 of these in here. So that is it for most of my, actually I think that's it for all of my skincare. So that was everything I got at Olive Young. Oh, one more thing. So I did look at their like hair care and their hair styling tools. I ended up not getting a styling tool, even though I really like their styling tools, because I didn't want to have to figure out the plug differences. But I've seen these all over social media, these Tangle Angel brushes, and I was like, you know what, I'm here, I might as well get one and try it. And I think the brush I had with me is very old. The first time I used this thing, I fell in love with it. My hair, while fine, gets very tangly, especially underneath. This thing brushed through without a problem. It's still my favorite. I really like the way the bristles feel. I'm not going to turn it towards you because it needs to be cleaned. But I highly recommend this if you are there, or I think you can get them online. But I really like these. I will probably keep using these now forever. Which kind of transitions me into my next section of goods. When I go to NYU, I think that's how you say it. It's either that or like NYU. My favorite section there is the hair section. I have developed a very big love for claw clips over the course of the past, I want to say year, really since I went to South Korea, because I saw how everyone used them there and how many different kinds they had, and I was like, yes, this feels like a really easy accessory that you can layer and add color to outfits with. So I have my favorite one I got actually back in April, the first time I went to Seoul, and I was only there for like 2 days. Stopped in at Nunu, got this really pretty white swirly one. I'm so afraid I'm going to lose that one or break it, so I bought more cream white colored ones because I just feel like it helps with my outfits. A lot of my style is very neutral in color, and most of my shoes are lighter, so I'm like, this helps just wrap it all together. So brace yourself for a million claw clips, but here are the first 2. I'm kind of scared to count to see how many I actually got in total. We had this pretty gray swirly one, this brown one, you got a black one. This is just a pretty standard, and then I also got that same one in cream. And then this pretty silver, I thought these teeth were different. I kind of still wanted to, I haven't tried it yet, but I think this might actually hold my hair better with the layers. I should try that one like tomorrow. Maybe I'll style my hair with it tomorrow. That is it from Nunu. Just all the claw clips. Sometimes when I'm there, I will get like Again, I've only been there twice now, I guess, but sometimes when I'm there, I will get like bag charms or other small souvenirs for people because they have really cute stuff and it's very affordable. I don't really go for their clothing section. I do know they have a clothing section. I am quite tall and rather large for the average South Korean, I want to say. I guess I don't know for sure, but I'm probably not going to find stuff that I like there. So I stick to the hair accessories and other accessories. Now into clothing. I didn't get a ton of stuff while I was there. I really wanted to go to this brand called Theoma. It is like a designer brand in Seoul, and I actually got there via mall my very last day when I flew back from China and had like a 24-hour layover back in Seoul before my flight home. So this is what I got there. This is gonna be really hard to show. I might have to try it on, but I got, and I haven't even taken the tags off of this yet. This is how bad this is. But I got this beautiful wrap dress. I'll try it on and I'll insert a video. This is just gonna be too hard to see otherwise. But I thought it was just very pretty. It's almost like an apron wrap dress. It's very light fabric wise. And then the stitching, I don't know if you can see this. The stitching is like this purple color, which I thought was a nice nod to my work. We usually have to dress up for events and game days. So I figured black dress, because I tend to be more comfortable in those darker neutral colors, with just a nod to the purple is kind of nice. The other big piece of clothing, I can't remember where we were. Was it Myeong? I think it was Myeongdong. We were going to dinner and we were waiting for our reservation. A couple of the people I was with were popping into other stores while we waited or looked for a place. And across the way there was an Adidas. So I saw this jacket from the street. I was like, I need to go see that jacket. Ran in. I was like, you guys can go into the restaurant if you need to. I will catch up. This jacket I thought was just so cool. It's a gray or black denim. Obviously standard logo marks, but I loved this little detail at the top. So the rest of it's just a regular zipper. It's almost like a bomber shape. But then I loved the little nod to South Korea with the button top. So got this guy. Again, still haven't taken the tags off of it because I've kept it up here to share with you all. So, and I just have not unpacked suitcases because I came back and then traveled like 2 more times. Help. But very cute. It reminds me somewhat of the Chinese ones. I didn't even think to stop there. I also really did not have time, and Shanghai was the only city I could have shopped in. I got one thing in Shanghai that I will share with you. This was by far my favorite, best investment that I made traveling, other than skincare, because I feel like just returns over time. I use this every single day. I bought a Songmont bag, and this specifically is their large or extra large briefcase because I use it for work and I have a massive 16-inch computer. So this was the only one it would fit in. It was very affordable there. It was not cheap, but it was affordable compared to what you can buy it for online. In Shanghai, it was cheaper, which I was grateful for. I love this thing. It is such high quality. I love the way the buckles work. There's a little snap closure inside too. This is just by far such a good investment. I want more Songmont bags now, and the experience in their flagship store was just top notch. Like, you get white glove service, they wrap things up, they show it to you. It feels very luxury, even though it's not like one of the top name brands, which I would actually probably prefer. I think this is one of those quieter luxury things. This is also reminding me, I bought this in Seoul. I forget what store it was at, but I'm obsessed with pickled perilla leaves, and I love them, and I looked everywhere for perilla leaves. This is my little buddy now on my bag. A couple other just like random odds and ends. Mom, if you're watching this, stop now. She loves Harry Potter, so I got her this little stuffed animal and I forgot to send it in her Christmas box I just mailed out. earlier today, so we'll just have this for later at some point. The other thing I got, this is just a tiny little thing. I got one for my friend too, but this little derpy tiger, he is so cute. Put him in front of me, see if that makes it better. I went to Seoul pretty quickly after K-pop Demon Hunters came out this fall, and my friends and I are all obsessed with the movie, and I got one of them a little derpy tiger too for her desk. So that is my South Korea haul, my Seoul shopping haul. I think there are a couple other odds and ends that I have taken out and started using, and they are lost to the life now. But for the most part, this was the big bulk of it, and I always think it's kind of fun to see what other people pick up when they travel. I think most of my future videos from here on out are going to be my travel videos that I never posted back in September, but it'll give some inspiration maybe for the new year. It's for sure going to give me some new inspiration for what I want to do in 2026. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good week.